Tiro is back to kill Victor and wants to collect on the money that Mthunzi stole from Semi-Day. Kgalalelo suddenly wants to keep the baby because Tutuo convinced him to give the baby a chance, but Bridget is concerned that Ngwana Kum Lerato failed. Kasa puts Matubela in her place and Matubela blames Kidibon for sharing the Tabataka Mohai. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. Tlhogi tells Mdala that she shared with Bridget that she killed Darlene, and Mdala is concerned, well, why do you tell her? Because we agreed that we're not going to talk about this. But she says that we need to sleep Bridget in our corner. We need someone in our corner. And now Ntutuko tries to convince Kgalalelo to keep the baby, saying she must give their relationship a chance, give their their baby a chance. But Kgalalelo is concerned, your abortion will have to take place within 12 weeks. If that lapses, then I can't do it anymore. Tutu was like, no, let's give it a month and see. If you don't fall in love with me, I'll book the appointment for you myself and take you there myself. Kgalalelo is concerned because do you think a month is enough to fall in love? We'll see how it goes. But I think Tutu managed to get to Kgalalelo because Ashuyena, she's having second thoughts about having the abortion, saying that Tutu said he's going to support her, he's going to get a job. And Papa Eliana is very supportive. So now, Ori, because Tutu is not going to prison, here now sharp because her main concern was being a single parent. Please, is like, but that was not your main reason. Yeah, but we decided to give it a chance. So now she wants to keep the baby. Now Khala is even worried, why does it seem like you're not supporting this? Ngwana kumil rato fela Kgalalelo, hey. Asil rato fela ngwana kumangnya di nepi ki meleke. So nje, it's a lot, and being a single parent is not easy. So now I wonder what Khaled is going to do. Probably Papa will be happy that she's not going ahead with the abortion, and then Tiro is back here because Mama Hay asked him to come and kill Victor so that the trial will not happen. Now Tiro is worried, can you not find something else? Because you're forgetting, now I don't have the money to fund getting someone to do it. Because Mama Hay was even like mocking him, saying, so you have the guts to kill a defenseless woman because Salah Bulaya, that receptionist here, high. So now he does not have the guts to kill Victor. And then he comes back here. After coming back, Tiro comes back and says, what I wish there was other way. I need to find someone, but I don't have the money to fund it. And then Tiro ended up coming back. And then he goes to Etembeni to scout the place. And then he sees Bridget. And then suddenly he starts thinking about the times he had with Bridget. Remember they tried a dating thingy. I don't think Tiro was being genuine though, because it was that time when he wanted information on Tapel or something. So he sees Bridget and memories come flooding back. And they could have had a great thing going on, but because Tiro is always looking out for himself, he ruined the whole thing. And Bridget doesn't want anything to do with him now. So as he's busy standing there, he sees Mthunzi. And he suddenly remembers, oh, Kana, this guy is the guy that was pretending to be me, pretending to be Semiday's son. So almost this guy won Kolota. This guy won Kolota because he took Semiday's money. So he thinks, well, it's time I cash in on this thing. Now he approaches, he phones Mthunzi, telling him, I'm sure you still remember me because you pretended to be me for a very long time. Now Tiro says, I want the money that you stole from Semiday. Where's Mthunzi? His past always follows him. He cannot breathe. He cannot start a new life and just rest. I hope now they plan to meet at Tembeni. I hope Mthunzi calls the police on Tiro. Hey, I chankani. And then Matubela arrested her. She went to see Kasa to tell him, go the ceremony. When I go with it, I Kasa put her in a place saying, to think that I always respected you. You're forgetting good when mama mama nkonzo. But what you did, separating Poco and his father like that, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have met Kidibon. But it wasn't your place. Or you ruined Poco's life. I'm separated Papa Hai. Okay, don't take my advice. Don't say I didn't warn you. Because outside I'm sad when I guess. Now, because he came here to thank Kiriboni for everything went well and that she raised Poco well, wishing that he was there to raise Poco Liena. But obviously, because of Matuela, so now, because he's leaving, he's going back home because what he came for didn't happen. And then he says it's painful because he came for Kiribon, then he found out that he has a son. Kiribon says that's the one thing to take away, but his relationship is long over. But you are not the one that broke it. Kimama how? So now they cannot explore what was because Kiribon is now a married woman. And then Mathubela was mad at Kidibone saying, how can you go and tell Gasa but dita bachakamo hai he? Una na batla na nganna. Armus Gasa ki partner I have to tell him everything. Arwena, I want did all this to protect you li book. Eh? I had to save you from that as Mutswadi. I had to step in, Jan Mathubela and raise your son. I mean Mathubela was forgetting that if Bukosi didn't leave, if he didn't let Bukosi leave, Bukosi was gonna raise his son for himself. But Yena made Bukosi leave, so he had no choice but to raise Boko Yena. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.